So he doesn't have a fan or a cup mug still, huh?
My cup mug is shipping as we speak.
Okay, good.
I'm about to say, don't do it because I just got the notification.
Don't
that
do it. Don't do it.
I was not made privy to that information prior to me attempting to read you. Okay, let me circle back. Circling back. So he still doesn't have a fan though.
Period.
I'll go with it. Anyway.
Get your cup fan.
Oh,
just kidding.
Lana. You know I will be the first one to buy one.
Oh, me too.
Oh, me too.
I guess we can't both be the first.
I'll be the
one
first.
of us
I'll
will be
the first one to know.
I was gonna say Lana will be the first.
I won't tell you until I get it and make it, and then have it shipped to me, and then I'll be like, "Oh, by the way, there's."
I'll be checking the Etsy shop every day. Anyway, hola, and welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, face the gay. I'm drinking energy drink of the moment, which is strawberry lime. I had some earlier. That's all. And water, because hydration is very important.
Hello. I am Lana, your resident evil diva, here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I probably should have tea because if I had some tea, my voice wouldn't be so raspy right now. But it's okay. I'm not drinking tea. I'm drinking water because hydration is actually also very important too. So they say. So I'm going to drink some water. But if I was drinking tea, I would drink it out of my cup mug. And I'm still going to give us a party because KaMorian also ordered the cup mug. So the cup mug is on the way for KaMorian. So party,
panel full of cup mug.
Beer. Here we go. And you can be like KaMorian and get that notification to me today. If you go LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com. The link is below in the description. So go click on that link, get your cup mug or any of our cup merch. And we do ship internationally and domestically here in the US. So there are no excuses. Spain, I'm looking at you. España, I'm looking at you. Get your cup merch. Period.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I'm wearing my Crystal Method shirt. Speaking of being the first to buy something, I was the first person to buy this shirt because she's my hometown girl, and yep,
I'm a little disappointed.
Why?
I know. Why.
I thought for the season premiere of España, you would possibly put on the Clover Beach shirt, but
I did wear that recently, so
not for España.
I didn't. I thought I wore it.
I thought you wore it for the cast assessment.
I was not there for the cast assessment. I thought I wore it for the Instagram. No, I wasn't there for the Instagram.
You weren't there for the Instagram,
okay.
So
this is your first thing this season doing anything with España.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will wear it soon.
Sure.
That's why I was like, I'm a little disappointed, but all right, it's okay.
But I am being better, and I'm drinking water because I'm recovering from COVID. And no, I don't look like it because I look so good. This is the best COVID's ever looked, huh?
David, we don't need another excuse for people in the comments thirsting over you, okay?
I'm being sarcastic.
I know.
They're
still going to do it anyway. I love you dearly, but they're still
look, I need it. I have a low self-esteem. Help me.
You're so
Help me.
Hot,
Thank you, Lana.
COVID is the hottest thing that could ever happen to you.
Thank you.
David, you look fine.
Oh.
Stop it. And we'll move on.
Well, hello, guys. It's your favorite Black queer content creator, a.k.a. KaMorian, a.k.a. Sparkling Alien. And I'm so glad to be here for this premiere of All Stars. And a happy Black History Month to all. the Black queer content creators, and all the Black drag queens. We love you and we appreciate you. And today I am drinking water, but by next week I will have water in my mug. So
Maybe not
period.
next week. Maybe not next week. Maybe in 2 weeks. We don't ship that fast, baby. I gotta get stuff together. We don't ship that fast. Maybe the next 2
Sometime
weeks.
in the near future.
Yes, in the near future. Maybe the beginning of March. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how fast we ship it, but it won't be next week.
Party.
I'm gonna let you know that. I'm being honest with you. It won't be
I think
next
mine took
week.
like 2.5.
Absolutely. It takes about
Yeah.
2.5 weeks. I can't help the distributors. They take a while. But
I was gonna say, don't blame Lana for that. That's out of her
I
control.
don't make it myself. So
True. But we are here. It is the premiere of España All Stars.
Yay.
Very excited. It was a lovely premiere.
mm-hmm,
A lovely premiere.
mm-hmm,
A gorgeous premiere.
mm-hmm,
Filled with some gorgeous people and some not so gorgeous things.
mm-hmm.
But we should just dive in, I think. I think that's the right thing to do at this moment, is just to dive in. Before we do,
Mm-hmm.
make sure to subscribe over here, because we are here almost all the time, giving you almost all things drag. We got 2 other channels as well, with almost all things reality TV and almost all things Eurovision Song Contest. And this week, over on the Cup ESC, we're releasing a video every day this week. Woo. I'm not dying. It's fine. Also, if you would like to support the channel in a monetary fashion, super thanks are down below as well. And memberships are now available on the channel. So hit the join button. You can also go join us over on Patreon. Same content as the YouTube membership. So you don't have to get both. But we're over on Patreon for the people that like Patreon. And I am a person that likes Patreon. So that is my preferred format. So make sure to go join us over there for exclusive content, including coverage of Drag Race Philippines by the one and only Resident Evil Diva Lana. So I think I got everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're going to start with entrances, and first into the workroom is Pupi Poisson. David, let's start with you today. Why not?
Okay. I like this for Pupi. I think it's like simple but nice. Like it's very fitting for her. It's about what I would expect from her on an all-star season. And I did think it was very funny when she was like, "Oh my gosh, we match!" When Supreme comes in, also wearing
A full denim suit.
yeah, denim. That was the word I was looking for. I'm like, what is that word? It's not jean.
Dana.
Denim.
It's denim.
Mm-hmm.
That's my best
but yeah,
attempt at a denim impersonation.
fair. Yeah, I think this is a very decent start for her. No complaints.
Well, I might as well go. Yeah. I must say, I like this for her. It's good for her, especially if you think about like what she wore on her first season as an entrance look. It's like a whole like upgrade from her first season to season 1. So she looks good, and I'm very excited to see people back. She was very good in her season. It was just those runways. Like I feel like she could have. I feel like she could have had more challenge with. I think she would have gave KaMorian one for her money, as far as the challenge, if her runways was better. You know what I mean? For far as that. So hopefully, like her look package is more better and more polished and more, good budget. But I'm excited for Pupi. She's gonna be definitely like a front runner for sure.
Yeah, y'all know I love a good denim look. Stop playing. I don't care. If it's good, it's good. And I think this is good. I liked
It
it.
is good.
Good is good. I liked
Good
it.
is good. It's the best thing she's ever worn on España. I'll say that much, honestly. Because I did not like her runway package on season 1. I'm excited to see the glow up. I still don't think this is all the way there for me. I think the biggest issue is I don't like the wig with this. I like the wig, and I like the wig on her. Just I don't think I like this all together. But she looks good. I'm not mad at it. So, scores.
I gave this a 77.
I give this an 80.
I give this an 83.
I'm not going to increase that score because I cannot give her anything higher than an
No
80.
86?
Nope, I will be giving this an 80. Next up, Drag Sethlas.
You know, if there's anybody we can count on to deliver a good look, well, there's a couple people in this cast, but definitely Drag Sethlas. I'm so excited for Lana to get to know my favorite of the Canary Island girls. I really like this. I think just the whole silhouette is really, really nice. And I like the whole loofah part at the bottom too. Having the feathers as kind of the hair in quotes. I think that's a nice touch too, because that really just shows like the full canary like feature there. So I really like this. Can't go wrong with this.
I'm a fan of this. This is very cute. I was like, you better walk in it, work. I like the silhouette. I like how she looks in it. Looking from her package and her Instagrams that I've seen, I'm like, I don't expect anything less from Drag Sethlas. Like, this was really good. Yeah, I like that a lot.
I think Sethlas looks wonderful here. I was a really big fan of this. I'm also a very big fan of Sethlas in general. I agree with you, David. Of the three Canary Queens we've had on the show so far, they are definitely my favorite. I think the
The
look
only
is
one
cool.
who
I
did
love
well in the season.
Well, but I like Chuchi.
I really like Volcano.
I like Volcano too, but she did do the best statistically speaking. The other two both went out second. So I love what's going on here. I love the metal breastplate situation that's happening with the fabric underneath, with the cutouts. It's a lot and it could look like a lot, but somehow all of it put together really works. Because it could be the cutout and then the plate and then the glove and then the tool and then all of it could be a lot. But in this case, I really like it. So I think it's lovely. KaMorian, what do you think?
Unmuted, preferably. Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay.
well, let's just go ahead and do scores.
Yes.
And I will give it an 89.
I will give it a 93.
I'm gonna give it a 97, and KaMorian is gonna give it a 95. So, yeah. Next up, we just saw her. We get to see her again. It's Chadora.
Okay, I actually think this is a really cute look for her. I think this is probably something I like better than most of what she had on her season. I think the fabric is really nice. Like, sure, it's a little grandma's couch, but for some reason, it still works for me. It still works for me. I think I don't really understand the beard. I didn't get that at all, but I'm not bothered by it. Overall, huh?
What you mean you don't get it?
Why does she have a beard?
Because all season long they kept saying she never covered up her beard.
Oh, I forgot.
And that's
about
what the
all
whole
that.
joke was all season through España was that
You know, I've
always saw
slept
her
a few
from
times.
shadow.
I've covered a few seasons of Drag Race since then.
I have too.
Same.
And I remembered the beard and then shadow.
I hear that about so many queens that I can't remember who it's about. Overall, this is nice.
Yes, I got the beard joke. She was talking about herself, and it was funny. I like this look. I thought it was cute. I love. You know what? I kind of like this wig, and I didn't think I would. It's a difference. This cut, this bold, big cut is giving me very 80s bold cut, but in a big drag way. And I kind of like the way that goes. It's a good look. I like it as an entrance look. Very solid.
It's cute. I like it. The hair is really what does it for me. I also got the beard joke. So I'm glad we collectively got the beard joke. I do agree. The fabric of this is a little grandma's couch, but honestly, I'm not hating it. Like, I don't know why I don't like. This could go very grandma's couch, but I think the way it's cut, the ruching on the sleeve and the ruching on the skirt really does it for me. So I like it.
Yeah, I actually really like this look from her. Personally, she wasn't my fave. Maybe because she just got some of her wins wasn't deserved. This probably me not like her a little bit, but yeah, this is very cute for her. I think it fits who she is as far as her drag aesthetic, so it's very cute. I want to go back to Sethlas before I had my little cough reaction. Yeah, Sethlas look very beautiful. I love her outfit. The proportions is good. I think for me, I think because I know what for me was I didn't have such a hard time just being hard on Canary Queens, but like Michael, I think because of how Sethlas slayed in her season, what she was able to brought, I think she set the level so hard. So I think as far as Canary Queens going in the show, if you're not up to Sethlas standards, you're not going to do well in the competition. So it's technically her. She's the reason why their standard is like up top notch. But yeah, but as far as Fiction Dora, I love it. It's cool for her.
Scores.
I gave this an 82.
I'm gonna give 82. I agree 82.
Give it 85.
83. We're all
Crunched around in the same area.
I know. I kind of live for that, honestly. Next up, it's my mother, Juriji Klee.
Yeah, I really like this. So Sethlas is my favorite look, but this is my second favorite of the entrance looks. Like we had just talked about recently on a different podcast, I really like black and gold together. In this picture, it kind of looks brown, but it did not look like that on my TV. I think like we're clearly seeing like she was already good in her first season, but we're already seeing a pretty clear glow up. So I'm just really excited to see what she's going to bring this season. Very good.
Yeah, my girl Juriji, I'm so glad she is back. That's one of my picks to win the whole thing. Yeah, this is just this typical Juriji. I love it's kind of like an elevated version of her interest look. Yeah, I just love it. And then the whole phone under her cooch, it was just like I love it. It was perfection. I love it. I'm so excited for her.
I like this dress. It's giving me flashbacks of a dress that we also talked about on another podcast that only Logan and I were there for. And it was very cute. It's if you want to check out our Project Runway on the Cup TV, that's what we're talking about. But the prom episode, period. The prom episode of in the brown dress that Christian Soriano made. It kind of gives me that vibe because I thought the dress was good. I thought it was pretty. I thought it was cute, and this looks good on Juriji. I like it. I am not mad. It's a solid entrance look. I like it.
I love Juriji, and she's incredible. And what I love about this is it's so understated for Juriji, and yet I'm not like. If you took her out of this garment, I would say this is Juriji for sure. It's got that like sophisticated elegance to it. I love what's happening with the wig, pulling the phone out, and then her whole entrance line being like, "Why be 5G when you could hit the G spot?" What? Hello? Yes, I'm on board. I support this. I support Juriji, and I love her. So, of course,
85.
My first one, 000 of the night.
A 0?
Listen,
100.
I heard my first one, 00.
okay, well,
I am going to give it an 87.
I'm going to give it a 93. Pakita!
Yeah, I think this is a nice look, but I will be honest, I did expect more for her. I don't know, it's a little bit like sleeping bag material. I don't know. We've seen her wear much better. Even like the actual like wig thing up here, the yellow and green, don't completely love that. What I do like about it is the shape of it. I think the shape of it's pretty cool, and I really like whatever's going on with those nails. But I love Pakita, and I'm super excited for her this season. I really hope she does well.
KaMorian, it's always you after David. KaMorian.
Oh shit!
It's always you.
Okay.
It's always
I thought KaMorian was being shady. Like,
I
Oh,
truly
no.
was like, oh,
was
what
like,
is he? Oh, I was like, oh, what is
Okay,
he?
so yeah, so Pakita. I'm sorry. Okay, Pakita. Yeah, I like this, but the only thing I was like, what vibe is she going for? Like, I don't know, understand what she's trying to do. That was my only concern. That like, I like it. It's cool. I like the puffer part. Cause like I saw the nail. It was like the nail. It was like googly eyes on her nails. So I was trying to figure out like what vibe she's like trying to like a raver. Like I don't know what she was trying to give, but it's a cool outfit. But personally, I just don't like green, yellow, orange mixed together. That's just not me. The team. But yeah, it's a cool outfit. I like it, but I just don't know what she's going for. Maybe if I was like, if I know what she was trying to like, I would have got it, but I didn't get what she was trying to give. Personally, so I was confused.
I liked it. I thought it was a cute outfit. I liked that she took the puffer jacket and made a whole puffer outfit. It wasn't just a big oversized puffer coat and, with something else underneath it. She just took the very short crop puffer coat and made a whole puffer coat skirt to the whole thing. I like the vibe. I thought it was just I'm just a cool, different, chill type of vibe that she was giving. And the hair, I'm not mad at it because it gives us a different contrast to just being all green or just being, it's the pop of color with the yellow and the orange bang is something different. She's just giving us a cool, brave-ish chick kind of vibe. Like, she on her own planet, in her own world, doing her own Pakita thing. And you know what? I'm here for it. Do your thing, girl. I liked it. I thought it was kind of cute.
Yeah, I'm with you, Lana. I think it's cool. I don't necessarily know what she's going for, but this whole citrus puffer situation, I'm enjoying it. I like the full exposed chest. I think that's something very, like, a little bit different for Pakita. She showed a lot of body on her season. So I'm happy we're seeing more of that. I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean this is shady, but this feels like design challenge in the best possible way. She had all of these puffer coats and she deconstructed all of them and built this look out of it. Like, this would win a design challenge. For an entrance, I think it's cute. It's not my favorite entrance, but I'm intrigued by it and I like it. So yeah. Scores.
76.
I'm gonna give it an 82.
I gave her an 85.
88. Because I enjoy it. Samantha Ballentines.
I think this is a definite improvement for Samantha. I'll be honest, probably going into this season, Samantha might have been my least favorite España queen ever.
David?
Yeah, might have been. I'd have to really think about it. There's a possibility she wouldn't be, but like
Marina, what?
I think I would like Samantha less. But yeah, I already am pretty impressed with her in this episode. I do think this is a little bit bulky. And it looks like it could use a steam. But overall, there's a lot that I like about it. Like, those boots are really cool. Like, I'm super mesmerized by those. Very cool fabric. So very good job.
I think it's a pink lame fabric, though, I will say. And I don't think that is the most steamable, and it's always going to look crinkly. I think that's what it is with the fabric specifically.
It's that metallic fabric that's not going to be steamed.
Lame is always going to look crinkly. It's going to look like aluminum foil in different colors.
You steam that, you burning it. You putting a hole in it. So, yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
KaMorian.
Yeah, for Samantha, this is actually the best she's looked on España. Personally, I would say definitely. I think what she was in, I think I would say like when she like came like popular like for season three, sometimes like she actually looked good there too. So definitely the girl has been put in the effort to put since her season because she didn't care, especially when it like she just loved to put a wig off. She loved to show her bald ass head every time on that runway. But now, I'm sorry, but it's true. And
You're
get
not wrong.
undressed like baby. And the
She even
hobbies
said
love
it. She
that.
was like, season two
Um,
Samantha was just happy to be there. Like,
like I was like, baby, did you? Yeah, but yeah, this is actually good. Like there's still some work to be made, but far as like what I'm seeing compared to what she has shown in the past, this is like 10 times better.
At least.
Well,
Well, sort of, kind of.
I'm glad I didn't know what she looked like before she was on this season, so I don't know. But she looks fine here. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. She looks fine. She looks good. I like the boots. I think this overcoat is something. I would probably wear that overcoat if I wanted, because it's kind of cute. It's just to be dramatic. It's fine. It's cute. It's good, and I like her. I love the wig. I'm a fan of the wig on her.
I think this is my favorite thing Samantha Ballentines has ever worn. Truly and honestly, I think she looks so good here. The way all of this matches so perfectly. The wig is phenomenal. The face is phenomenal. Like there's serious growth she's had between her first season and now. And I saw that in the promo, and that's why I drafted her, despite people being like, "You're taking Samantha Ballentine's fourth in the draft." Yes, I am, because I believe in her, and she showed why I'm very happy that she's on my draft team. So,
Really?
scores.
81. I gave her a higher score than Pakita. What world am I in?
España All Stars. That's the world you're in.
I'm gonna give it the same score I gave with Poopy. I'm gonna give her 80.
I gave her 77.
I never thought I would do this in my entire life. I'm giving her a full. I think she looks incredible. I think she looks incredible here. I think this garment is good, and she looks incredible, and I love the wig, and I love the face, and I love the boot. So it's full.
Good on you. Good on you.
KaMorian, I don't need that face.
What? What? Am I being
I don't need
shady?
that.
That's
I don't need.
shade. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain. I'm the drama.
No, but you know who is the villain is Sagittaria.
No.
No, never.
I think this is another like very cute but simple look. Like I love the idea of just having kind of like belts be the whole dress going all the way up. I was very distracted by her nipple just kind of hanging out there the whole time.
And it's the fact that it's blurred. Her female presenting nipple being blurred. I was like, when was the last time we did that?
Her male presenting nipple being blurred. But yeah, I thought this was very good. She's probably she's up there for one of the most polished people on this season. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what her runways are going to be compared to everybody else. Because really, this is such an unusual cast where we don't have more people like Sagittaria. So yeah, I really like this.
Yeah, I'm so glad she's back, and definitely she likes to come. Definitely what she loves to do is have her nipples being showed. Cause like her first look from like her season, her nipple was like showed. Same thing with this one, nipple was being showed. But as far as that, at least the outfits is a serve. So the belts, like, the way it just cinched her body, it's just like perfection. And like mind you, I feel like she could have won season one if Carmen was not there. Cause pretty much it was Carmen season from the get go if she was not there. Like she was a very strong competitor. She was very good at what she was doing. It was like we had Carmen who would just eating the bitches up. She just that girl that unfortunately she was gonna be run up regardless. But I happen she's back. She's definitely going far. I hope she does not get robbed. But someone gets robbed on All Stars eventually. It happens every All Star season. So hope it's not her, but I think definitely the fashion wise, we're in for a treat for sure.
What can I say about this look? Look, it's stunning. This look is stunning from head to toe. This look is stunning. I love the concepts of the belt, all the different belts, and then the belt latches being the decoration or the accessory piece. Like she's a walking accessory, and it's in the best way possible. This is so good and stunning. I really like this look very much. Like really like this look. So glad she's on my team.
If they were going to bring one of the girls that was really mostly known for fashion from her season of all 3 seasons, I'm so happy it's Sagittaria because she's incredible. I think this look is absolutely spectacular in every possible way. The way the belts cascade, the way the belt loops cascade down and then kind of give it an additional shape to the shape she's already getting in this gown, I think it's gorgeous. It's the right length. I love whatever's happening in the hair with the headpiece. It's simple, but it's so perfectly done. Scores.
84.
Another full cup.
It has a full cup for me. Absolutely.
Obviously. It's full for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. By far, no question. See, Samantha wasn't the only one getting a full cup from me. Next up, Onyx Unleashed. Oh, I'm so sorry. Onyx Unleashed. Oh, I'm so sorry. Onyx Unleashed. The number of names they had for this girl in this episode, I was like...
Okay, Onyx Unleashed is probably the queen I'm most excited about this season. I love Onyx so much. I think that she might have the best the best package of anybody from Drag Race España in her first season. And we didn't even get to see half of it. So I'm super excited for her, and I really hope she makes it to the end. As far as this look goes, I really like what's going on with the makeup. That's my favorite part. Everything else just feels a little understated for Onyx. So I was a little surprised and slightly disappointed by it. I'm hoping that she's not going to just lean more into like the glam or pretty girl aesthetic, and that we still get to see what we know Onyx for, that creature. So I do think this is a pretty good entrance look. I'm not seeing Onyx fully, but yeah, it's not bad.
And yeah, I'm so excited for Onyx to be back. Like, if there was one of All Stars, I would at least bring her back to what she has done. As far as like, my glad, like I'm merging into, I was kind of like, I'm not sure about her, but I think the scene, like episode 1, I was like, wow. But episode 2, when she came out in that monster look, like that, like I was not. Let me tell you, like, far as España, you think I was not expecting that out of any España girl ever, and she just hit the nail for me for that. And then just, I think for me, I feel like she kind of made it farther, but I think she got in her way. It was kind of down on herself, and eventually it was got her to crumble, got her sent home. How like early on in the season. So hopefully going forward, I think she just has that confidence, like just knowing your abilities and just give it 100% in the challenges every time. Because if she just do that plus have sickening looks, then she's unstoppable. And I like this look. Yeah, I agree. It's very unnecessary for Onyx because because her season 2 look with the whole alien with the boobies, with the pink, with the moment. So yeah, but I think I like it's still beautiful. I like it, but I'm just like I want to see that Onyx, the girl I know, for season 2 come out, but pretty much it's still a clean, polished look. Silhouette proportions is right, so there's nothing wrong with it at all.
I like this. I like this a lot, and I know what Onyx can do, seeing Instagram pictures in the house, what she can do. I like this for her. I like her showing that she's not just one-dimensional. She's not just always a character. She's not just always going to be that creature that you expect her to be. She's still giving us that with the makeup, but she's also like, but I can be real rounded. I can't. And I think that's what Onyx is I would hope she gives us this season. She lets us know that she is still going to be that makeup girl who's going to give us some looks in the face or whatever, but she could show that she's just all around. She's not just the creature that you love. She can be something. You can love this part of me too. You can also love this part of me because I can do it all. I enjoyed Onyx this episode. I really enjoyed Onyx in this episode, and I enjoyed this look very much. I love what is going on with this wig. I think the outfit is cute. It's still giving us. I think it's giving us the creature who she is, but like,
Business creature.
Right, I'm the social creature. Like she's giving us all the different versions of a creature. Like Barbie. Like we get all the different types of Barbies. We get the president Barbie. We get the rollerblade Barbie. We get the career girl Barbie. Onyx is giving us all the different sides of this creature, and I am living for it. I want to see the business creature. I want to see the creature with the 6 arms. I want to see the creature who is the housewife in the kitchen cooking. Like, give me all sides of this creature, and I think I would love it. So I hope we get to see all the different sides. I kind of live for this look. I kind of really like it.
I love Onyx. I'm so happy that Onyx is back. I am worried moving forward for Onyx. We'll talk about it at the end. But I'm very excited that Onyx is here. This is actually my favorite entrance look. I think this is, which y'all already know my score then. Because I know David's going to write it down right now. But I love this suit. It's business creature. And it's so good. This black trimming with this holographic fabric that this this suit is made out of is just so good. The waist on this and the shape she's made with this is impeccable. I love that she came in with a map with all of her looks from season 2. I really enjoyed that. All of this just came together really beautifully for me. So I love this. Scores.
It's going to be an 80 for me.
90.
97.
It's full. It's full. Because I love it. And I love her. And I'm very excited. And last into the workroom, this stupid bitch, Hornella Gongora.
Yeah, so this is a really funny concept. Like, this is her final runway look that she had in season 3, but it's deconstructed. She's been lost for months in the workroom trying to find her way out. I think it's really funny. Does it make for a good look? No, I don't think so. I'm going to give her extra points for the concept, but it is my least favorite actual look. I don't think it was worth it, though. I wish she had just come out in a normal entrance look, But good on her.
Yeah, I love this. I love the whole callback to her finale and the whole. It was so camp. And it was just so sickening when she came. It was like, oh my god, Hornella, you ate that. Like you ate that for that. But far as look, yeah, I love a callback to some on your season. And I like that's just kind of like, you know what? I'm still continuing the story. Like this story has never ended. So it was kind of like, oh, it was like, you know what? I never left. I was still here this whole time. So I'm just back here to finish where I started. So yeah, I like it. It was fun. It was camp.
I mean, as fun as it is, I agree with you, David. I think the actual garment itself left a lot to be desired. The concept was great. The concept of it, being that what it was fine. I just don't think the technical, the putting it together and the outfit itself was done well. I didn't really like how it looked. I agree. I think this was one of my least favorites of the entrance looks, but I think the concept is nice. It's funny. It's just technically it wasn't done good for me.
I love this. And for me, it comes down to the concept. honestly, because it's not the best tailored look by any means of the imagination. But what I love is the entire acting of it, down to saying the lyrics of the song that was the finale song for the season, and including that, like all of the Easter eggs she put into this, I think were just so smart. It's not the best look, like technically, but I enjoyed the performance of it. So that's what did it for me. So, and I'm very, very excited to see more Hornella. So, scores.
Well, let's give our first 69.
Nice.
I'm gonna give it a 84.
I'm giving it a 75.
I'm gonna give it a 77. Mostly concept, but yeah. Well, that was the entrances. We have Supreme coming in looking like Supreme or like Pupi Poison, depending on who you ask. In this case, it's like Pupi Poison. And we find out that the format of the season is traditional All-Stars format. We have a top 2. They're going to lip sync for their legacy, and they're going to send one of the bottom 2 home. And we got confirmation that it is a bottom 2 every week. So I don't want to see any shenanigans where they put someone else in the bottom and it's the bottom 3. Supreme. I'm going to use Supreme. I don't need any RuPaul shenanigans. I'm not expecting it. But and then we get, of course, it's All Stars. It's episode 1. Everyone's walking in, and of course, we're going to get the reading challenge as our mini challenge to start the season. I thought this was one of the best reading challenges I've seen in a minute. Honestly, I was really impressed by it. I did not, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, agree with the winner of this. I was fine with it for draft purposes. Let me make that clear. But I did not agree with the winner of this mini challenge whatsoever.
No.
Who was your winner?
It's kind of tough. I think my winner would have been Juriji. Because I think 2 of my 3 favorite reads were Juriji's. Reading Chadora, saying looks more like Ken's first time in drag. I thought that was funny. And then Juriji being like, "Oh, you look good. I guess you can't help that you have bad taste in bad jeans."
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's funny. I thought a lot of people were more funny than the person that won.
I would have picked Drag Sethlas because I think she has some really funny ones, or it would have been I don't know. I think Drag Sethlas, and I think it probably would have been what's her name? Actually, I think Samantha was actually pretty funny too.
Samantha was very funny.
I think she was actually funny too. So I don't know.
Pupi Poison she's Danny DeVito.
Right. I was like
yeah.
That's not the first time I've heard that.
Right, that's what she like. I'm like, oh, well.
Maybe her like comebacks helped her get the edge there. My winner, based on one read, because there was one read that actually made me laugh out loud, it would have been Pakita, because her read for Hornella, she said, "If your eyes get any closer together, we're not going to be able to tell your face from your ass."
That was the one that made me laugh. I think.
Rotted.
It's so true though.
And then for Hornella be like, she's not wrong. I'd be a Cyclops. I was like, stupid.
My favorite read was actually Hornella. When she was Onyx? Onyx is caked in so much makeup, she looks like a dessert and has the IQ of one. I died.
That's some funny ones.
I love Pakita. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah. What's the one with Hornella with the eyes and the bag?
Yeah.
I like that one. That was funny.
Being Chadora attempting to read Pakita and then going, "Is that what your daddy said?"
She's
Killed
like,
me.
Yeah, she's like, oh, that's
I
what your
definitely
dad
could have
said.
seen. I definitely could have seen Pakita winning too.
Yeah, it was could have won that.
For some reason, Poison wins.
What was interesting to me though is like knowing when this was filmed. Season 3 had not aired yet, so I'm like, did they get notes on the 3 people from season 3? It kind of seemed like they did because there were a few like Barbie reads for Pink Chadora, so I was like, oh, did they have notes like, oh, she has kind of a Barbie aesthetic?
Probably.
And they might know each other from like.
I love in the entrances.
She walked in looking like a Barbie, so that would have been my thing to give her to say that.
I love during the entrances when Pinchadora walks in, speaking of that, and she's like, Pakita, she did really well on her season. I'm like, you haven't seen her season. Like, I'm not mad at you, Pupi. I'm mad at production.
Right.
But I mean, I thought Pupi had one good read, and it was to Sagittaria.
Yeah.
Where she's just impersonating Sagittaria, and I was like, that's pretty spot on. But I don't know why she won otherwise.
I mean, I think we know.
Pupi Poison's being pushed again. Shocker. Shocker, I know. But we find out that the first maxi challenge is the Variety Super Estrella Olay talent show, something along those lines. It's a talent
Eleganza
show.
Or something.
Eleganza, Extravaganza, Yes God, Muma, Boots the House Down with the Fur show. Whatever it is. Bring a talent. Y'all already know. We told you to bring a talent. Do your talent.
All right.
That's all. And I have to say, this episode was very cut and dry. There was really the only workroom moments we really get is them just talking about, oh, well, what's your strategy going to be? I don't know, girl. What's your strategy going to be? Okay, Sethlas, what are you going to judge off of? I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah,
it's all going to come down to the girls that were on the same season as each other. We all know that, right? Like,
right. Right. I mean,
that's what it's going to come down to. No tea. Like,
but it is what it is. It's like, okay. So you better hope somebody in your season wins so you can have a chance to be safe. Oh, but yeah.
We saw that happen in this episode.
Right. It just went, like you said, very cut, very dry, very what you doing, how you judging. And then we went right into the music, and I was like, oh,
yeah. Oh,
we done?
Yeah, I was surprised when it came so early.
I was like, oh,
that's what she said.
That is what you said.
David made a joke. It wasn't a dad joke either. I'm proud of you. Good job, David. Yeah, we just go the runway.
Yeah.
And we have Supreme in probably the ugliest thing she's ever worn on España. Drag Race.
I was like, what is that? And literally said that out loud. I was like, no, absolutely not.
I think this is the first time in the Cup history that I am pleading a host.
Yeah.
So, David, for context, my score is 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't like any. The wig, no. The big ruffle, no. The big ruffle into the train, no. Whatever's happening with this Maria Idilia gown underneath, no. Whatever's happening.
Don't do that to Maria Idilia.
Oh no, Maria's look was much better. No, thank you. I'm fine. She seems to look much better next week, so I'm excited for that look. But
it's hard to look worse.
Right.
I think she still probably could do it.
Oof.
I don't think she ever has on.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
This is maybe
From a
the
host.
worst. I think this might be
On a host.
I was going to say
On a
the
host.
worst thing I've ever seen a host wear.
Yeah, this is.
But
a
Mama
host.
Pow did have some bad runways.
I mean, I've
Don't
looked.
forget that Nikki look.
Which one?
Which Nikki look?
That one that we all hated with her like weird
Oh!
eye makeup and the weird wig.
With the heart one? Wait.
No.
You would know it if you saw it because we spent so long reading that look.
I remember it now.
This is a 0. This is a 0 for me.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I am not
Fair.
judging this. Like
No,
I don't think
thank you.
I would give Nikki a 0. This is horrible. She looks like a Halloween clown. Like, what are you doing here? Like, this is the worst thing you
That's
could do.
generous. And that's disrespectful to clowns.
Absolutely.
Maybe they thought this was going to air in October.
I don't know what they
Doing
thought.
mad.
It's horrible. I mean, it's lace in there. There's some fringe down at the bottom and polka dots. And this is bad. Who designed this? Like, absolutely not. We spend way too much time talking about this ugly look.
Because I would like to talk about our other fabulous women on the judging panel. Anna Locking, you are the winner of this week's Maxi Challenge. Congratulations.
Mhm.
Like, I'm like, thank God Anna Locking is back to good drag. Thank you, Anna.
Yeah, this outfit eats.
And then guest judge, Barbara Ray, who I thought was lovely. She's a very famous Spanish actress.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she is wearing a t-shirt dress, but she was a lovely person and a lovely judge.
Sparkles on it though.
It's a t-shirt dress.
It sparkles on it though.
She even said, she was like, I feel like your dress or something along those lines. And I was like, yeah, darling, you are.
But it sparkles on it though.
Okay, Lana, it doesn't take away from the fact that it's a t-shirt dress.
Sparkles.
But there's sparkles on it though.
She's ready to go to a sparkly slumber party.
Sparkle party.
This is her sparkly swimsuit cover-up before she goes to the beach.
This is her. I don't feel comfortable taking off my shirt in
Right,
the ocean.
right. I got a nice bikini underneath this, but I don't like showing off my body. So
No, Barbara Ray.
No.
I love when a moment happens and you can tell because Logan grabs something and starts writing it down.
I hate you.
Writing like, yep.
Write that one down too.
I love it. But yes, sparkly and a locking. Come on, duh. This lady looks good, and we don't talk about those other two. So we move.
Actually, I have them.
I know, but we move. We don't
Wait, no, hold on.
I don't like them.
Okay, I don't like them either necessarily, but I think both of them look good.
Yeah, they look alright.
I kind of like these.
I like this is the best thing either of them has worn in a couple seasons.
Yeah, I'll give it to them. They look good. Okay, good. Move. I just don't like them. They look good though. I'm sorry. Y'all can talk about them. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take over.
I think Ambrosia looks like he is a Mortal Kombat character.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then what's the other one? See?
Calvo.
I don't know. This just looks like very like fashionable, but like fashion that I would never
It's the plaid pants with the plaid accessories over the oversized khakis. I don't know why, but I like it.
yeah.
I
was
don't know why.
Watching him on the panel.
Yeah. But okay. Now we can move to the talent show, Lana.
Thank you.
And first up, Onyx Ulysses.
Okay. So we're going to talk about the talent and the look because since there was not a runway, we are going to be scoring their looks in the talent show as the runway. So when you hear scores from us, that is not for the talent, that is for the runway. But both my thoughts on the talent and the runway are very high for Onyx. I really like this talent number. It was one of my favorites of the night. So needless to say, I was kind of infuriated by the end of the episode. But I thought that it was really cool. Like you get like this, like I thought it was the best song that anybody had. Like it was just like a very like Onyx vibing song. Like it feels like something that would be a real recording. of an artist that I wouldn't listen to personally. But I just really liked it. I liked all the reveals. I liked the mask being brought on at the end. I thought it was really good. Was the dancing like spectacular? No, but she wasn't trying. Like that wasn't about her dancing. It was about everything else. It was about the whole persona of Onyx. So yeah, I honestly I might have had this in my top 2. As far as the look goes, I thought it was really good. This is my favorite look anybody had in the talent show, especially that first one. But I'm glad that we got to see like kind of 3 different parts to it. So I really like the first one, and I love how it ended too. Yeah, this was very good.
Yeah, I actually like what she was giving in this. I like the whole her outfits were just a perfection for that. The talent, it was cool. I liked it, but I was just like kind of like amp it out, give me more and give me more. It kind of got there to the end, but it wasn't enough.
I liked it. I liked everything. I liked her look. I liked her talent. And I feel like she is one of these performers. She is the star performer. That's why she has backup dancers. So she don't have to give you more. The backup dancers are there to do that. She was giving you actual performance. And she was like, I'm just going to sing my song. And I'm gonna do my thing. Like any other performance, when we see the other performers and they sing and they come back and then they join the backup dancers for a couple of steps, then they go off and they start singing again, and they come back and they do a little hop with them, and then they go off. That's what she was giving. She was giving them, I'm gonna perform it, and I'm gonna let the backup dancers, the professional dancers, be the dancers. I'm not a dancer. When you're not a dancer, you instead of sitting out there trying to dance and expose your weaknesses, you let the dancers be the strength and be the performance behind
Speak to it
while you doing your thing. That's why I didn't think she needed to give me anything more than what she gave me. She performed to the best of her abilities. And now I'm not a judge, so I can't say nothing. But for me, I thought her look and the reveals and all the things she did had brought up the performance. You know what I mean? It kind of balanced out the fact that, yeah, she might not be the best dancer, but she is giving me theatrics in the performance. So that balances it out. We want Adele to get up there and start dancing? No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to see Adele dance. Adele don't dance. She sing. She bark, she sing.
Unless she's doing the Megan Thee Stallion dance, and then she dances.
And even in that, she only going.
Okay,
so let's not know. She's not even dancing there. She just popping her arms back and forth. She ain't even doing the dance then. Onyx gave us theatrics, and that added to the performance. So I loved every bit of it.
I will say one thing. What I love what España does, like when it comes to a talent show, especially on a regular season, they get production down. Like every performance, it's solo act. Like they have background dancers. They have like it felt like
there was
actual,
one
like,
that was a solo.
Yeah, like it felt like an actual like production, like being like produced, like huge credit to like the dancers because like all those numbers they have to do, but like it feel like I'm like almost like an actual like Vegas show, like production. I love how they do talent shows, especially. I know we do that like for All Stars, but like I like how to do like a regular season, like
and it felt even amped up in this too. Like the production value of this felt, and I agree with you. The España talent shows that we've had have been absolutely spectacular. This even felt elevated from that, which I didn't even know we could get. Yeah, I love this. I love also that we had both male and female background dancers. I was like, come on, yes, thank you. Clover Beach's impact, I think. Thank you very much. We'll take it. I loved this from Onyx. I definitely would not have had Onyx in the bottom 3.
Absolutely, no one near the bottom.
I wouldn't have had her in my top. I will say that. I would have had her very, very safe.
I just wouldn't have had her nowhere near the bottom. I'll tell you that. I ain't saying she was safe at the top. She definitely would be a nowhere.
I'm not saying you weren't. Either.
Right.
I said top.
You said top. I would have had her very, very safe. I thought the performance itself was very good. all of them.
Mm-hmm.
All of the looks.
Okay.
Every single look.
Period.
Scores for the look.
For the look, I'm giving this a 92.
95.
98.
Duh! And how am I the only one saying duh? I'm confused and bewildered. It's a duh for every single one of them. Every single moment of the look, duh. And I will stand alone in that duh. Next up, Pakita.
Pakita. Okay, I remember Pakita having one of my favorite talent shows in her first season. I will say I did not like this as much. I was very intrigued. It seemed like the night of like aerials, you know? So I was very intrigued and mesmerized by what was going on. But there were times where it felt really like jerky and manic. And I just wanted it to feel like a little bit more flowy and smooth. I thought she was perfectly safe. She's probably one of the only ones that I would not have considered at all for top or bottom. Like the other people, I'm like, I don't know. They could be somewhere. But she was perfectly safe for me. And as far as a look goes, like it's a very simple look again. Like it's hard to judge this look. Like a few of these looks are going to be hard to judge because they're not runway looks. It's a perfectly fine look for this performance. So I think she looks good in it, but she always looks good.
Yeah, Pakita. Yeah, like I was kind of like I know Pakita's part of something like very like big and bold and extreme, but it's kind of stuff is like with season 3, like with the whole pole, like the way she was just doing it, I was like, oh my god. So I was like, oh, I'm sad. Like so, what she did, like parts, it was cool. Oh my god, I was sometimes like I think it kind of got rough. I kind of got scared. I was like, oh my god, I hope we don't fall out. Like ooh, like oh ooh, like please ooh, don't fall. Like ooh.
Did she fall though? I
No,
honestly thought she.
no,
Because I
she didn't fall.
thought when she got tripped up that first time, it looked a little clunky, and I was like, "Oh, was that intentional, or did she trip?" I was a little concerned by that.
I think she messed up though. I don't think but she
Mm.
never fell though. She got herself. It was just like it was amazing, but it was like rough around the edges.
To me, I think that was on purpose because the song was saying, I'm a wild horse. And she kept repeating, I'm a wild horse. And I think she was wild and, doing that jerky kind of thing. And I kind of felt like it was on purpose because even when she was climbing up, she was like, stew, and then she just fall backwards and let stuff happen. So I kind of think the wildness and the jerkiness was on purpose and intentional. And even when she was swinging around in the air, and with the song how it was going, and then the scream at the end, I kind of feel like all of that jerky motion and that felt very wild and untamed because that's what the song was talking about and portraying. And she was portraying that, and then that scream at the end that was so guttural and so cold. It was like, oh, I love this piece. I thought it was a very beautiful piece, and I don't think she slipped. I don't think she failed. I think all of her movements were intentional, even if it felt clunky and jerky. I think that was the intent behind the song. Because if you just listen to what she was singing or read what she was singing, if you don't understand, you felt like it was a wild horse, very untamed beast. And I felt like in that moment she was being a very untamed beast. And then at that fall, she was just like, God. And at the end, it was like swinging back or swinging around. She just screamed. I felt it. I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was intentional. And she looked beautiful doing it. Even in this simple black bodysuit, she looked stunning. I liked it.
So my rankings for these talents were very, very close in a lot of places. And so I've watched the full talent show 3 times because I was like, I want to make sure that I'm catching everything that I want to catch, and I want to make sure that like I'm giving my most accurate opinion that I can when we came to do this. Having watched it as many times as I did, I would have had Pakita in my top 2. I thought this was one of the best performances of the night. I thought she gave me the most emotion out of anybody. And that's any emotion, really. I really, really enjoyed what she did. All of it is not easy to do what she did. And that takes real talent. And if I'm looking at this as a talent show, that deserved a top 2 spot for me personally. The look is cute, but she can't have a big grandiose look for something like this.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole net moment at the start into everything she was doing with the silks and the scream at the end, she would have been in my top 2 for talent. And I would have loved to see it, but didn't happen. So, scores for the look.
I gave the look a 70.
I'm gonna agree with David on this one.
I gave it a look at 95 because what else would she do with being in the air? I don't know what we expected her to wear in the air like that.
In the context of this talent, I gave her look an 83 because I think in this context, it's a lovely, perfectly lovely bodysuit. It's got enough visual interest with the cutouts on the sides. I liked it. Well, unfortunately, we've come to the moment of our program where we must discuss whatever the fuck Pupi Poisson did on this stage. So, I'm glad I'm not first.
I'm glad I'm first. I'm glad I'm first. Oh, do you want to get
your first too?
You can be first if you would like, Lana.
You go ahead.
Okay.
Because I think we might be on the same page.
Oh, I'm sure we are. So here's the thing. As soon as I saw Pupi, I knew exactly what she was going to do. And she started singing The Prayer, which is a great song. And I bet Lana loves my favorite version of it. It's Donnie McClurkin and Yolanda Adams. Such a good version.
Yeah.
So I like the concept here. We've seen this kind of like mixed gender, like half and half thing before. It usually works. Why it did not work for Pupi, and I'm just going to say it, she's clearly my number 9. She's by far my least favorite of the talent shows this episode. Why it did not work for her is because you have to either lean into the comedy or lean into the good singing. She leaned into neither. It was not funny, and the singing was not good. It did not appease my ears in any way. So I was like extremely let down. And she's a funny queen. Like we've seen her be funny. So why not add some humor? You can't just rely on the look because once we see it, it's done. It just leaves us, okay, now we still got a minute and a half left to your song. We've already seen the punchline. So it did not work. I will say the look is pretty good though. Like this is not a bad look. So I'll give her credit for that. But as far as the talent goes, yeah, that kind of sucked.
Yeah, I mean, I think what she did was all right, personally. I mean, there were some moments of her voice. There was some part that were very like tuned, they were tuned in, and there were some that were very like flat. And for me, especially we're doing a female and a male, you gotta really project from your diaphragm to able to kind of project on the stage. I think it was very soft. I mean, I kind of giggled a little bit. I don't know. I was very neutral on this. I didn't like it a lot, but I never really hated it. So it was just neutral for me personally. I was kind of like, oh yeah, it was there. She was there. I thought it was fun. I liked the beat. Yeah, it was neutral. I had nothing to say. I could just move on. The look is shit. So thank you.
Of all things that KaMorian could have said was shit in this, it's the look.
Yes, is the look. Cha.
All right.
Hiya.
Our faces, Logan, when KaMorian said that, we were both like, oh.
And I'll say it again.
I love it. Stand by it.
I am flabbergasted. I am utterly confused with you people. I have no idea what you are talking about. I'm flabbergasted right now because I don't think Pupi's voice was bad at all in this song. I don't think Pupi is like, I think Pupi's female voice was a little difficult because she was a man trying to sing a female higher part. But when Pupi went into the male voice that she naturally has, I think that was some of the best singing and out of a lot of queens on a lot of these shows that we have seen. Her tone was so rich and so, see, that is why I said what I said about you the other day about your untrained ear and you looking like that, David, and you like, what? What do you mean? Because you don't know what the richness and tone of that lower register was like.
It was
butter. It was literally like da 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 da. That was such
It was weak.
tone quality. Like that is the richness of the tone. Did I find the female version of it as strong? No. But I don't expect it when you have a good baritone voice. Like that's a baritone voice. If Pupi goes out and makes a record singing in strictly her baritone voice, and it's a good record. It's a good record. I'm not going to talk bad about her vocals or her voice because she has a good tone. Did it shine in this song? Absolutely not, because she was trying to do two parts. And I don't know if anybody have tried to do that, but that is hard to do, to go from give us with your grace, guide us with your grace. Like that's not an easy thing to transition.
Then don't do it.
But some people can, because I just did it, period. So I'm just saying, some people can do it, and some people, it takes a little more practice and time to do it. I don't think this was a bad performance. I think it was, she had some moments where it was like, ooh, okay. But she recovered. Her baritone voice itself, though, rich, full, powerful, and I think she has a good voice that if she wouldn't made a record in her baritone voice, it's a good song. It's a good record if it's a good song behind it. She has the vocals. This wasn't funny, no, because she didn't lean into the comedic side of it where I felt like she should. I agree with you on that. I do believe she could have at least give us more, make it more exaggerate, make it more funny, make it more so we like, I'm laughing with you instead of, I'm not even laughing. But I'm not going down her vocals because her voice is perfectly fine. This outfit is not crap, KaMorian. I think that was the best part of the performance was the outfit, if we're going to be honest. But I don't think her voice is crap either. And I'm not going to say that about her voice. Because I think her voice was perfectly fine. Her baritone voice was rich and full. And I would want to hear more of that. Just that. But yeah.
Despite the myriad of opinions that the three of you have given, I somehow simultaneously agree in some part with all three of you. Because I agree with KaMorian. I don't think the look was that great. I think you can do this half man, half woman look a lot stronger. And I think the wig is atrocious. Throw the wig away. Throw it away. The wig, throw it away. Throw it away. And I think the male side of the makeup could have been done a little bit better. I think she did her brow, and that was it. Baby, I don't want to see your under eye bags on the main stage of España All-Stars. I don't want to see that personally. And I agree with Lana. because I think that her baritone, that male voice, her natural singing voice was gorgeous. And when it got into that part, I was like, oh, she should have just done this the whole time. I thought that would have been a really, really nice part of the performance. And I think those parts were really good. I agree with you, Lana. I think her tone is gorgeous. And I think the male singing parts of this were very, very successfully done. And I agree with David in that this was my number 9 out of 9 talents on the night. Because for me, despite the male singing part of the vocal being as nice as it was, the look and the attempt at the female vocal just really brought it down. And I agree, Lana, I don't think she leaned into the comedy in the way that she should have. So look at me being the overall the overall opinion of everybody.
Well, I have one last thing to add about the lower. I mean, it was obviously much better than the falsetto. I think it's hard to have a very a tonally pleasing falsetto voice. Some people have it, some people do not. You got to be blessed to have that right tone. But as far as the baritone part, my issue with it is that you could tell it was at the very bottom of her range. And I don't want to know that. If you're singing in that range, I want it to sound natural and comfortable. There were some words that I read lyrics to and I could not hear them because it was too low for her. She couldn't get it out.
I don't think it was that. She couldn't get it out. I think that was more of a breath issue instead of not having the tone, her range issue. That was just running out of breath, which every singer does sometimes when you're trying to go back and forth. And I think she just ran out of breath. I don't think it was her tone, because she got to some points where it was like she was going back to those lowered registry and it came out perfectly. I just think it was breath control that she was lacking as far as that's concerned. It's not her tone registry. Scores on these looks,
and ultimately scores on the look.
75. I can't wait to hear what KaMorian has to say.
Right.
40.
Okay.
No. I gave it a 71.
41.
Stop it.
I don't think it's good. I think the suit looks fine. I think the dress part doesn't look all that great. And I think the wig and the makeup are bad.
You don't have to explain yourself. Your scores is your scores, baby.
Well, I explained myself. How about that, Lana?
We move, because you ain't got to explain yourself, baby.
But I did. And I'm going to explain myself later about Sagittaria.
Sagittaria. So is this talent a bit like Drag Race Talent 101? Sure. But it was on the better end of it. I really thought that it was a lot of fun. She had a lot of energy. It was a good song. She looked great. I thought it was a very solid effort. She's somebody that I considered for my top 3. I don't think I would have had her in my top 3 overall. But my favorite part was in the end when she went into the splits. But yeah, I thought she was very solid. And like I said, the look is very good. It's nothing mind-blowing, but it works for this performance for sure.
Tell me why, when you started your statement, David, I thought you were going to end it with, is this talent? The way you paused, I was like, I thought you were going to say, is this talent?
I mean, I'm like, I was not sure what she was gonna do for her talent. I remember in the working, it was like, what is Sagittaria gonna do? And I think she was kind of, I don't know. You can tell people was unsure what she was gonna do. But me too, because season 1 they didn't have a talent show, so we weren't sure what was their what were they good at. So, but when she first came, when she first started in the air, hold on to that pole, that hula hoop where she was holding on, baby, I was like, okay, bitch. And it was like a cute, a little drag number. And then I liked how she ended being lifted up and right into the split. It was cunt. it would just typically like a nice little average performance. So I wasn't I actually liked it. So
It was perfectly fine. It was entertaining. She danced, she moved, she lip synced, she looked good doing it. It was a perfectly fine, perfectly good talent.
She was the epitome of safe. 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 The look is safe. The song is pretty good, actually. I will say that. The performance, safe. It's a very Drag Race talent show. I'm not mad at that. I think there's a universe she could have been in the bottom 3, though. I'm going to be honest. I think there's a universe where there's a couple other people. Not for me personally, because I have someone else in my bottom 3 that I'm not excited to talk about why I think they should have been there. But yeah, it was fine. Her face is gorgeous, though. Her face is always gorgeous. I love this wig on her. I don't know whether it's the ginger with this kind of blonde root. I really like this on her, and I hope she does this color more often because I really, really enjoy it. And the way that hair moved was gorgeous. That was my favorite part. The way the hair moved, honestly. But, scores on the look.
82.
I'm gonna give it a 87.
I gave it an 88.
I'll give it an 80. Next up, Juriji.
See, I actually preferred this singing much more than Pupi's. Even
It was.
yeah, there were some shaky parts to it though, and I think I was expecting it to go to a different level than it did. So I just have really high expectations for Juriji. There's a few people here that like my expectations are so high, and they're not quite meeting them yet. I like the vibe. I'll say that. That was the thing that worked for me was the whole vibe of it all. I didn't get a lot of talent though, and the look itself left a lot to be desired too. So, but I'm rooting for her.
I love that. But I'm rooting. Okay. KaMorian, go ahead.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a beautiful, cute chorus. I love the new delusion. I love the detail to it. I love her makeup, her mug. I think that's like what the standout piece of it is. It's the mug. It's gorgeous.
Eyelash
I mean,
things.
I actually liked it. It was very cool. I like that she kind of used her opera in a different way. Like the last one she did, it was really like sultry, seductive, very like sexy, like being like giving like burlesque kind of vibe. It was very like dark energy. But I will say, it was kind of very like mid underwhelming because I remember like she was singing and then you just looked at the Supreme's face and she was kind of like, yeah, so it's kind of like. I don't know. Oh my god, I'm actually worried for her. I was like, oh my god, like, oh, it's really like my put her in the bottom, because I was like, yeah, it was safe. It was safe, but it was cool that I like what she was doing. But I think if I think we probably expected her kind of like just to up the antics more because what she did the first time was beautiful. But I think here's my thing with the talent show is when you do like we do very well on your talent show, especially if you have a chance to do it again, your expectations of being like better than what you did the first time is high. It's expected. People expect you to do better than what you did the first time. So I see what she tried to do. I liked it, but I think it was still mid. I actually prefer her first one than this one, but it wasn't bad. But I think I think it's really all stars. You gotta really amp it up, unfortunately. And I get this tell from the back from the judges that it wasn't. It was like all right. They were like gagged with it.
I like the vibe of this performance. I liked her performing of the performance. I don't know if I actually liked the performance. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. The vibe of it all, I liked what she did with the how the dancers were with the laser lights and they were, moving with her. I liked how she performed it. And I agree with you. Her voice was definitely better than Pupi's in that aspect. But I don't know if I like the actual performance from her. And this look is, I agree with you, David, a lot to be desired. It's kind of just, it's just a corset. But I do like that she added the jacket with the cloak in front, and made it theatrical and all of that. I do like that. But if you go take off the cloak, I want something else underneath it a little bit more. But overall, I thought her talent was nice. And I felt she was perfectly safe. I wouldn't have put her in the bottom at all because I'm a person, if you go do live singing and attempt to do live singing and it sounds good, I'm probably going to reward you for that. So I wouldn't have put her at the bottom. But I could have used more.
So I would have had Juriji in the bottom 3. Mm-hmm. I was very underwhelmed by this. And I had in my mind what she did for her talent on season 2. I didn't want to compare them because they were, the same sort of, they were both opera singing. And she has a very, very strong voice, which is why I was underwhelmed with this. I thought her low register was very shaky. And when she started, it felt like she had no confidence in that low register for me. And there is a way to do those very, very low staccato notes and make it sound good. And the whole first, when she had the cloak on, I didn't like really her vocal at all. And once she got into her register that she is the strongest in, that sounded great. I would not have had her in the bottom 2, but I would have had her in the bottom 3 for a combination of that low shaky note and the look as well. I like the cloak and I like the lashes. I really, really like what's happening with the lashes here. But otherwise, it's a corset and some lingerie. I'm worried for Juriji moving forward. If this is what I hope this is not the extent of what she's bringing to this All-Star season. But I'm a little worried because I hope that she has more in her arsenal. I'll say that. But I was underwhelmed by this overall. Scores for the look.
I
63.
gave it a 7. Oh,
ooh, Lana!
Go, Lana. Go ahead, Lana. You already said Lana.
No, go ahead, KaMorian.
No, go, Lana. You already into your numbers. Go ahead.
72.
I'm gonna say 72 as well.
KaMorian replied too fast. I was going to also attempt to interject. It didn't happen. It would have been funny. Everybody cutting off KaMorian today. No, I'm kidding. You're great.
63.
I'm actually going to give the look a 58.
Ooh.
I love Mother. I'm sorry.
I'm like, ooh, and it's only 5 points lower than mine.
Like, ooh.
Going into this, whoever thought that I would be giving Juriji the lowest score on the runway? No, none of us would have thought that.
So low. 5 points. But go ahead.
I love it. It's gorgeous. It's a lovely look. She looks wonderful. 70. David. No, I'm kidding. Next up, Samantha Ballentines.
Well, this is going to be a tale of 2 stories here because we are talking about the look and the talent separately.
Indeed. Indeed, we are.
I cannot believe what alternate reality I am living in right now because Samantha was my favorite of the talent show. I did not see that coming, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. Like, this actually made me laugh out loud several times. It was disgusting. It was gross. I wouldn't let my mom watch this. I wouldn't let Lana watch this under normal circumstances. But yes.
Everybody poops, Slop. Everybody poops, David.
Well, you know what? And everybody gets enemas when they have to have a colonoscopy, apparently. Thank you to the guest judge.
Thank you, Barbara Ray. That was my favorite moment of the entire episode. Where she's great. Like, She's
It
like,
was
oh,
so
I've had one
pure.
before, but it was a colonoscopy. And I'm like, oh, Barbara, you're lovely, Barbara.
It was so
Barbara.
pure. Get your colonoscopies, everybody.
Who's the colonoscopies?
I'm not old enough. I'm so youthful.
Baby, you on the
But-
other side of old. Right at old's door. Stop playing.
Oh, I know. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones.
You are at old's door.
I told you earlier today. I feel it in my bones.
You know, relatable. But I am old, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really thought this was so funny. Like, she just had all of the charisma that she needed to have in this performance. Just I like, she just had like this earnest way that she delivered it that really made it so funny. Like, she wasn't being over the top. She was just matter of fact the whole time. Yeah, and this was what happened, and then I sat on his face, and then I just thought it really worked. So very impressed with this. She should have been in the top 2 for sure for me. The look, it's so basic. Like, this isn't even hardly a drag look. I kind of liked what she was wearing at first, but then it just becomes a t-shirt. And then really bad tights that do not match her skin tone at all. So yeah, I'm my least favorite look, but my favorite talent.
So let me get with the good things first. So I love her talent. It was actually I actually laughed at it. I'm surprised. I laughed at Samantha for some of my life. It was actually fun. Like, it was a key. Like, I was cackling. Well, not actually like cackling, but like I was. It was cute. It was a key. Like the pink jacket. It was cute. When she was like, I think when she was sitting out, it looked cute. But what she was wearing, it's just a t-shirt, and then just that's it. I mean, I can't really just nothing but a t-shirt with letters on it, which you could have got from H&M, which you probably did.
Oh, no.
Or even worse, Ross. But apart from that, I enjoyed it. It was a key. Personally, I would have put her top 2 because of that look alone. But she was still a key. She was still a key. But
What? Bring him up.
But I think I'm gonna be on the anti-Samantha train this season. But we'll see.
You are missing the entire point of this outfit. I
got it. Lana, I got it. Lana, I got it. I would like to make it known to the internet that I got it.
She is talking about her very first time getting that. And that was the first time having sex. She is a teenager in the 80s, y'all. Like, that is what this look is about. It's a jean skirt and a t-shirt. What else do you want a teenager to wear in the 80s? Look at the face. Look at the mug. Look at the jacket. This is a teen.
The hair. Look at the highlights. Look at the barrettes. Like,
the drag is the coat. I get it. You like, it's not drag enough. The drag is the coat, but the outfit itself, a t-shirt and a jean skirt, is not just the t-shirt and a jean skirt. It's what she was wearing when she was a teenager. Like, don't do that to her.
No, it works for the performance. I have zero complaints for the look for the performance.
I'm talking about KaMorian. Like, it's just a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Like, of course, it's just a freaking t-shirt. She was a teenager. She ain't had no money to be dragged up. She was.
What would you want this teenage influencer on Samantha Live wearing? Like,
was she a teenager in the 80s?
That's what the aesthetic she was going for.
Wait, hold on.
How old is she?
I'm gonna look up how old she is, but
I don't know how old she is, but that's the aesthetic she was going for. A teenager in the 80s, early 90s. Like, that's what they wore. A t-shirt and a jean skirt. And she was probably sneaking out to see her boyfriend or some man she met on somewhere. Like, that's what you wear as a teenager. You're not finna put up on I don't know. Early 90s, late 80s.
Oh. She was born in the 80s.
So early 90s or mid 90s.
She probably grew up in the 90s.
So
This could work
even
in the 90s too.
a teenager in the 90s, that's what we were. A teenager, we wore a t-shirt and a skirt when you're trying to go out on a date, and especially if you're trying to give easy access on that date, which she was. Period. I ain't mad at your jeans skirt and your t-shirt with your fashion is passion, because that's what we wore back in the 90s. Samantha, I thought her talent was hilarious. I thought she was funny. I laughed. And I loved the coat. I think it was cute because, like, think of Clueless and Cher when she would put on those big clothes, those pink fuzzy outfits.
That's where I went immediately. That's where I went immediately.
That's what I'm like. I didn't mind this outfit. I didn't mind this look. I thought it was a good look for what she was doing with this talent. And I'll stop there.
So she's 36. So she would have been like 10 in the late 90s, which I still tracks.
She's 3 years younger than me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is this look ugly? Yes. Does it fit the character? Absolutely. And so I love it. Like, that's what it is. The look is ugly. I agree with both of you. I don't think the look is all this like big grandiose drag look, but the character she's playing, this is perfect. And I wouldn't have wanted this look any other way, honestly. Even down to the barrettes in her hair and the way she has this like smoky eye with a little bit of color on it. It's still her mug, but it's so of that time period. But then you bring it into the modern day with the cell phone, with the live stream, like that. This is so methodically thought out. And I knew from the moment they said that the first challenge was a talent show, I was like, if Samantha brings her comedy that I know she has, she's going to do well. And guess what? She should have been in the top 2.
I definitely, and my only thing is, I'm like, we're judging on looks for a talent show. And that's the hard part about this week. We don't have a runway. Mm-hmm. So we're judging looks from a talent show. But if the look is ugly, but it goes with the talent, how do we say that's a bad look? Because it goes perfectly with what she was doing as a talent. It's just not fundamentally pretty for a runway. So I'm kind of like very confused by this whole ranking that we're doing here, because if we can't judge it off of talent and just look alone, it's weird. Because same thing I said about Pakita. Her outfit was perfectly fine and good for the talent that she did, because we can't expect her to have anything grandiose getting caught up in the aerials. So I think it's kind of unfair to say this is a bad look when it matches the talent. I'm just confused about that. So I'm gonna judge it how I judge it. Y'all judge it how y'all judge it.
Yep. And for context, I'm judging this like the looks really don't factor into the talent portion for me. Like I said, this was my favorite. But when I'm giving scores for the looks, and this is just me, I'm doing it as if they're walking down the runway and I have zero context. That's how I'm scoring.
How could you do that?
It doesn't matter, because like these scores don't matter for anything. So like I don't feel bad for giving this a 33.
That's like ridiculous.
Okay.
Utterly ridiculous. Okay, well, go ahead.
Moving along. KaMorian, what are you scoring this?
Well, it's a shirt. It was okay. But, she had the nerve to wear that stiff weave wig on her head. It was fried. It was frizzy. It was
and
choppy.
That's the point! Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
I just don't like them. I don't care.
That's fine.
I'm gonna give it a 50.
Baby, what's your score?
It's not a 30, but it's a 50. It's not a 30, but it's a 50. So I'm gonna be nicer
than David. Nicer than David.
Thank you.
I gave it an 89 because I understand the look.
And I gave it an 85 because I understand the look.
We all understand. Well, at least 75% of us understand the look.
Anyway, I'd like to move on to Drag Sethlas, please, where I think we all have the same good opinion.
Mm-hmm. Well,
David Healy.
Okay,
it gets to a point where I'm with you, David.
Yeah. So, I really wish for context Lana had seen Sethlas's. Oh, you saw Sethlas's talent in the
Her
first.
first talent show. Look,
Yeah,
I
we've
had to
shown.
go back and look at it. No, I had to go back and look at
Okay.
it because everybody kept talking about it so much. So I went back.
And it was very good. It was very good.
Well,
So
unfortunately, that won't be coming to Lana Reacts anytime soon. Unfortunately,
No, because I watched it.
So I had such high expectations for Sethlas going into the talent show. And not only that, I saw all over Twitter that day. It was like, Sethlas did it again. Sethlas, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I was expecting like the most mind-blowing talent here. And then when I watched it, it was very good. But it was kind of the same thing we saw in the first season, but I actually did not like this as much, and it felt a bit manic at times. Like she was another one, like her getting up on that hoop, it was very like awkward and jerky, and some of the dancing wasn't spot on for me. So I am nitpicking, but I do think she was probably in my top 3. I don't think I would have had her in the top 2. I'm sorry. I do like the look, the first look, and this is another weird one because I really like the first look, and then she gets naked, and she gets naked a lot. But it's really hard to judge the look, so I'm gonna try to keep in mind more how it looked at the start because it was pretty cool.
Oh, it's my turn. I thought it was on turn. But yes, let me just say this is my favorite of the night, for sure. Because here's my thing. I know definitely going into this talent show. I think anyone had the most pressure to live up to what they had to do. It would be Sethlas. Because what Sethlas did the first time, it's probably one of the best talent shows that we had in the history of any Drag Race franchise. What she was able to do. So coming, it was like, so how is still gonna talk what she did the first time around? 'Cause what she did the first time around was epic. Like, and what she did like the first look, amazing, clean, the detail. I love what she did, and it told a message too what she was giving. And then when she opened like the thing up with the man on the back, I don't know who the person was, but you saw like the bullets, like the red dots, and when
Oh,
she
you
removed, and then when she took it out, you see the bullets are her ass. I was like, oh, I get it. And then when she took it off, and then with when the whole hook up in the air, the flexibility, I just love stuff. Like to me, I know they all should have put canary drag in a box. Like, oh, it's always the same stuff, da da da. But for me, with Sethlas, she always goes out of the box. She's like, no, I think what I love about her, she does not let them put her to like in like this box. Like we know what, oh, you're from Canary and you're a spawner. Oh, this is what you're gonna do. I already know what you're gonna do. Like she always she always shocks them every time, which I love for sure. But definitely, I think for me, producers need to stop and the judges to stop kind of putting Canary and Drag in a box. Like actually, let them actually show, what they're able to do. So like, oh, it's the same this, same da 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 da. As far as that, but I love the look. I mean, it's nothing love because she was pretty much naked for that last part, but for the first look, it was amazing. I loved it.
I like the first half of this performance. I love the first looks for looks wise. Love the concept with the books, the library. She's got a whole bookshelf on on her dress. Love the detail in that when she turned around and had the person inside the back, and I was like, oh, that's beautiful. It was beautiful. I liked that concept. I also liked with the talent when she went and got to the ring. Yes, it was a little jerky getting up into the ring, but once she got into the ring, I was like, okay, there you go, work, do it. She was doing it. I like the, we'll always get this beautiful mug from Sethlas. I believe it's just gonna be pretty. It's just gonna be that. It's going to showcase the bone structure in her face. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to get naked, Sethlas. Got it. Love it. Cool. Don't mind it. Ain't tripping. Um, as long as you do it and do it well, I ain't tripping about it. I thought this was a good talent. I think her look at the beginning was very good. I can't really judge the end because she's naked and she got on really have no clothes on. But what I can judge is that look from the beginning, and I loved it. As far as the talent, I like the talent. I love the theatrics behind it. I think yes, it was a little jerky getting into the place, but once she got in the place, she did it. And I love a good up in the air, fall out, split. Love that moment. Always love that moment. So I'm here for that. So, and we saw Sagittaria do it. I'm like, yep, I'm here for it with you too. Work. I'm here for it. Jump out the air and split and, doing that. I liked it.
I enjoyed this as well. I would not have had her in my top 3. I would have had Sethlas safe. And I think the reason for that is I agree with you, Lana. I think the first half of the performance was very, very strong when she's doing the lip syncing and she's got this first look on. I really, really enjoy it. And then I agree with you, David. It gets a little manic towards the end. And the getting onto the ring was a little herky-jerky. The ring work was probably my favorite part because it showed off the most talent for me. I thought the choreo was very under-choreographed. It felt very, and 5, 6, 7, and I'm doing drag moves. Here I am, and I'm on the stage, and we're all doing the same moves. Why are you doing it? Very drag by numbers, honestly. I don't think this was a bad talent by any means of the imagination. I personally do not think this lived up to what she did on season 2 with the Transformer. But this was this was number 4 for me. I will say that.
I hate that though. I hate that. I mean, not that y'all can help it because you watched it, you've seen it. I hate that it's just everybody has to live up to what they did in the past, and we just can't enjoy the performance for what it is now instead of looking at that. But it's hard to do that, and I know it's hard to do that.
And I would even
because like when you see something, you can't unsee it. So it's kind of like it's always gonna be there. But I hate that they have to feel that you have to live up to what you did. If you don't live up to that, it's underwhelming. And it's like, I just gave my all in this, but it's still not enough. So that's the catch-22 that they have to deal with, though, being on an all-star.
And it's unfortunate because I think her season 2 talent is one of my top 5 favorite moments of Drag Race across the entire world. Like, it's so incredible.
It's so
and
good.
Taking that aside, based on this performance alone, I would still have her like just outside of the top 3 for me. Because I think the first part was really strong. I think the look is phenomenal top to bottom. I just think the dance, and she had a couple of stumbles that just brought it down a little bit lower to me. Whereas I think the people that I have in my top 3 had very clean performances top to bottom. And that's really what separates it for me.
Absolutely.
So.
And I just want to add, like, I think my biggest issue overall is that she tried to do way too much. If she had just focused on a couple of things and done those really well, I think it would have worked better. But hey, she won this week, so
absolutely.
I'm like, who cares what we have to say because she still won.
We don't judge.
So, am I fundamentally disappointed about Drag Sethlas winning the talent show? No, because she should have won the first time. Because Lana, for context, what you probably don't know, she didn't win with the Transformer.
Interesting.
So she got her. Yeah. It was fucking Sharon and her black puppet. Scores.
I gave it an 84.
I'm gonna give her if we would have just the first look, I would give it 100. But with her second look, I'm gonna give her a 90. I think that's appropriate, a 90. Her first look was amazing, but but she was so I'm gonna give her a 90.
Okay. I would give her an 89 actually.
For all of the looks together, I'm going to give it a 92. Next up, Hornella Gongora.
So I got spoiled that she was the winner. I saw that on Twitter. I saw people like, oh, she finally won a challenge. Okay. So I was expecting good things. And you know what? I will be the first to say, maybe this was the most amazing thing of the night. Did I get it? No, I did not. And I really wish we had English subtitles. Maybe that would have helped. But I couldn't. I mean, she sang. She sounded fine. She did a bathtub thing, and she was in these very simple towel looks that had some reveals. So yeah, it didn't work for me. If I was going based on my personal preference, this would have been in my bottom 3. It would not have been anywhere near the top 2 for me. And the looks, I don't like these looks. Like, I'm sure in context for whatever she was shooting for, it's right. It hit the nail on the head, but I don't really like what I'm looking at.
Yeah, it was. It was fine. It was camp. I enjoyed when she was there. I had a good time. I don't know what she was saying. I was still living, but like yeah, it was a cute performance. It was campy. Yet the looks are crap. They're saying it now. It's crap. I mean, we got to be honest. I didn't like the looks, but I mean, it fit the performance, which is it makes sense. But I didn't like it. But I love the performance. I just like the look. The look made sense because you know it was just kind of like ill-fitting to look at, personally. But what I love about her though, she's always consistent. Because you think about her season, like she could have got some wins on season 3. No shade, because she was very pretty much consistently like top
Snatch
notch
game.
every week. So not like I thought she didn't want a snatch game, in my opinion. But yeah, like so I'm happy that she finally got her win. But yeah, it just the looks. I didn't. I hate. I hate it. I hate it. Sorry, I hate it. But the performance was good. I liked it. It was camp.
I think I'm falling with David. If I would have known what this was, what she was actually saying, I wish we had English trends. I think this was definitely a lost in translation type of thing. I don't know what she was saying. The judges apparently was living for it. I had no idea what it was. So to me, I could not really judge what the performance was or if it was funny or not because I didn't understand it. And that's just the nature of the beast. I don't speak Spanish. I don't know what she's saying. And so therefore I was very lost about her performance. As far as the looks, I was like, sure, it's fine. It's a towel. She's apparently thinking about a bathtub or something happening in a bathtub, I guess. So yeah, you will have a towel. And she did some reveals. Cute. I don't really know what else to say about this. I can't base it on anything other because I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what's happening. But they were living for it. They thought it was funny. It's fine. She's wearing a vagina down there, I guess. And I don't know. Sure, great.
I realized in this moment that I'm gonna have to go edit that in post. And I'm really not excited about having to edit that in post. Because that means this video is gonna take about an hour and a half to export. And I'm really not excited about that. But regardless, y'all know it was a burlesque situation, right, with the reveals.
Well, yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, sure, but it just didn't feel like a burlesque number. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like maybe, like I said, it could be a little lost in translation of it all that we didn't understand.
No, I get it for sure.
That we didn't understand what was happening during her performance.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna come for you for your opinion on that, Lana. I'm gonna come for KaMorian for saying this is crap because most of this is not, in my opinion. But that's just me personally. This was in my top 3. I had her 3rd, actually. I think this was the strongest live vocal we heard all night. I thought this was the strongest live vocal we heard in this talent show. No, I thought this was lovely. I got the whole thing. I was entertained by the whole performance. I thought the burlesque style reveals were really good into the final part. I thought it all came together very nicely. I like the raincoat when she's on the runway in the raincoat look. I thought that was real.
Jacket.
I thought it was lovely. Scores.
I gave it a 45.
Oh, what did I give it? Who are we talking about? No, I didn't give it anything yet. I will give it it's not even my turn.
No, it's really
Oh my
not.
God.
I'm like, oh, we're going on this whole thing. Like,
Why am I talking? It's not even my
Go ahead,
turn.
Lana. Go ahead.
No, because I don't have one yet. So you go ahead.
I was gonna give it a 25%, but I'm being nice and give it a 40.
I am going to give it a 67 because I don't think it's a bad outfit. I just probably feel like I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing something in the translation, which makes me not feel fair to give her a 40 or anything low like that.
I'm going to give the overall look a 70. That's it. And last up, Pinchadora.
Look, she looked like she was having fun. She looked like she was living her best life. This was another one. I just didn't get it. I did not get it. It just felt a little chaotic to me. But I did appreciate that she had really good energy throughout this performance. And I think this was probably one of my favorite looks anybody had on during the talent show. Like I said, I've said it before. I like neon green with like a darker blue like this. So I thought this was a very cute look. Yeah, I would have had her in the bottom too for sure. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of David. I wasn't sure where she was going until like the judges when it came to critiques, they were telling like what she was trying to do, and then it like pan out the right way. But I was like, yeah, she did have energy, but I call lying because the way the reaction is seen, they were actually liking it.
Right.
So when it came to critiques, I was like, oh, she's in the bottom. So I was surprised because like you see Anna was smiling, like the Hobbits were smiling. It was kind of like, I don't know. I was kind of like, I'm kind of surprised because y'all was smiling and cheering for it, but it was like, y'all still like it wasn't enough. It just didn't go well, so it was confusing. Before I said, but she had a good time. I, I could tell she was trying to throw some references out. I think she threw like a Juriji reference out during her little set, but yeah, it was a confusing talent, but I think she had a good time, and I liked her outfit. It's cute.
Lana, what do you think?
Lana.
Chadora. I didn't get the talent, but I enjoy watching her do it. I think she had a fun time doing it, and I'm okay with that. I didn't mind this look. I thought it was a fun look, and she looked like she was having fun. And so for that, I say you go, girl. Work. I'm not mad at it.
I think this was one of my favorite looks. I agree with you, David. I really enjoyed the look. I like the ruffling. I like the heart detailing. This blue and neon green color combination I think is really lovely. I think the issue I have overall with it is that she was trying to do this. Like, they made a couple references to a couple different Spanish celebrities who do this kind of thing. This gave me very Lady Bunny. And if you've seen Lady Bunny perform, that's kind of the vibe I was getting, where it's like dance, 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 telling a horrible joke. Dance, 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 telling an offensive joke. And I thought that that was kind of the progression that Pinchadora was trying to do in like this DJ, have a gag. DJ, and for me, it didn't work. It didn't all come together. I was confused the whole performance. But she was living for her performance, and the judges were living for her performance. So I was like, okay, you work, Miss Pinchadora. Cool. I was confused.
The way you just described it reminds me of that challenge in season 1 of All Stars.
Where the gag fan?
Yes.
It's that I believe is loosely inspired by Lady Bunny.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because that's the way she does. If you go see Lady Bunny live, her performances are just like dancing
seen her
around the
live.
stage and doing horrible white person stuff, telling a really offensive joke.
Mhm.
Like that's, I believe that challenge is
Well-
based off of 60s variety shows and a little bit of like the way Lady Bunny does her stuff, which is
Mhm.
also very inspired by that sort of, those sort of variety shows.
Yeah, I've seen her live twice, and one was a roast, and the other one she just had like dirty song parodies that she kept singing.
Okay. Work. Scores for the look for Pinchadora.
I gave it 78.
I'm gonna give it an 80.
I actually gave it an 87.
I'll give it an 84. We made it.
We did.
We did it. Forget how long premieres take. This is the second premiere we've done in like a week and a half. But we get results and we find out that Juriji is safe, and we find out that Pakita is safe, and we find out that Sagittaria is safe. I remembered who the other safe person was. And we get our critiques. We find out that our top two of the week are Hornella and Sethlas. Am I fundamentally disappointed at this top two? No. Do I think personally it should have been Samantha and Pakita? Yes. Am I mad at Hornella finally getting a challenge win that she deserves? I'm not mad at all. I'm very happy for her. I don't know about y'all, but that's how I feel. Cool, then we'll move on.
We all agree with you. Let's move on.
Okay, and our bottom two is Pinchadora and Onyx Ulysses.
Disagree. Nope.
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I literally wrote down Fire Supreme, cancel España.
Oh,
No. To the second part. Only the second part.
Here's my thing. I think Onyx is never going to be judged fairly by Supreme. I feel like since Onyx is so far away from Supreme's drag aesthetic, she's never going to appreciate her. She didn't appreciate her in season 1. She's not appreciating her already when she had a very strong talent number. So I'm extremely irritated. This is not a good way to start off the season for me. I'm really bothered.
I mean, same. Some of the angriest I've seen David recently. Not the angriest.
I was like, I'm glad this season's going to be 6 episodes if this is how it's going to go. Because this is a joke.
All right, then. I mean, I agree with you. I would have had Pinchadora and Pupi Poisson. That would have been mine. Yeah. And they do their talking to the people, and it's literally just, oh my God, you're my sister from my season. Oh my God, save me. And then to the other one, just like, I really want to be here. Please keep me. I know you're going to keep your sister from your season, but keep me. Yeah.
Here's my thing. Here's what I feel like this is at a disadvantage for the season 3 girls. Because to me, like, they just came off like from their season, maybe going to All Stars. Like, think about it. These season 1, season 2 girls, they haven't seen how well they did in their season. So how they're supposed to make a judgment about what they're gonna bring into the season if they haven't seen how they did in their season personally. So it's kind of like for me, like it's kind of like season 3 was kind of like coming in with a disadvantage compared to everybody, compared to season 1 and 2, because they're coming in, they haven't seen how their season went for them. They're at it. Do people like them or not? And then going to All-Star season, people like, the queens like, like what they like, they don't know like what I'm doing, how what I did. Like, so if you're in the bottom, like you can fight all you want. You weren't able to prove yourself because like, guess what? I was season 2, I'd be like, I don't know what you did personally. So I'm gonna save you if I haven't seen what you did personally. So I think it's kind of like I feel like season 3 is kind of like at a disadvantage. So I am worried for Hornella and Pakita, but I think Hornella is consistent. So I think we're about Pakita particularly. I think going forward, season 3 girls, Because if they are in the bottom when they get the chance, like I wonder how it's gonna come to play personally.
I mean, or we could just base it on talent and be fair about it and
I
say,
mean,
"Hey,
it's
your talent
true
is
talent
good,"
as well.
but we're not going to do that because it's about who you know and your friends,
Right.
and that's fine too. But if they really want to keep it honest and fair, it could
Hmm.
be, "Hey, what did you do in this talent? Did I like your talent? Whose talent
Hmm.
was better?" And even with this, I think the right person went home due to talent but it still was based on the person winning was somebody from her season and her sister. So it's kind of like let's
Like
let's just do it off of talent. That way we're not looking at this is my sister from my season. Just base it on the talent of the person. So
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
what's interesting to me is when we saw Pink Chadora talking to Ornella, she immediately goes up and she's like, "Hey, I know I want you to keep me," and she just seemed like she was expecting Ornella to keep her, but then Ornella was like, "Well, I'm gonna try to be fair." So I'm actually really curious with which name is on Ornella's lipstick. I'm hoping we will see it
yes,
in the beginning of the next episode.
I mean, I would hope so.
But I would not be surprised if she also was going to send home Pink Chajora.
I actually got a question. No, the person feel that at least one of the season 3 girls will make it to the end.
Yeah, I do.
At this point,
I do.
If I think that I think personally, I think Hornella will probably be the one who will make it to the end. I think she's still. I
See?
think for me personally, like, cause it's her Pakita Pichador, but she's gone. Her Pakita left. I think Hornella was very. I think if you put Hornella with any cast, she would have probably did like very well with any cast she was with. So I think she will go far, but we'll have to see. I am kind of worried for Pakita, though, because she had her highs and then she had her lows. So I'm very intrigued how it's gonna go.
And see, I thought her highs were higher than Ornella's in season
True,
3.
true.
So I would not count out Pakita.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think it's kind of hard to tell. And I think one kind of factor that makes this interesting is there has to be some sort of idea, at least with the judges, of who's popular here. Like I'm thinking like Juriji was extremely popular. So I would bet that they would want to give Juriji a better shot this season, just knowing she has such a huge fan base. But they have no read on that with the season 3 girls because it hadn't aired. So are they like, do they have in their mind, oh, Ornella is a fan favorite. Oh, Pakita's a fan favorite. They don't know.
Yeah, which is like crazy.
I don't know, but after the top two, Drag Sethlas and Ornella have their conversation with Pink Chadora and Onyx, they go back out to do the lip sync. Yeah, it was a lip sync. It was a good lip sync. It was an interesting lip sync. For me, I was kind of like, this is All Stars, huh? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. It wasn't bad by any
Yeah.
means. I wasn't like hating on it at all. It wasn't like horrible.
Hmm.
But I was like, I don't know what I expected, but maybe I expected more. But it was kind of just like, okay. I kind of was wondering if they were both like, I don't want to win this. I don't want to make this decision. I'm gonna go out there and do just the bare minimum, so I don't have to be the one to make this decision. That's what it looked like to me. Like neither
And when
one of
it
them really wanted to win.
and when it came to some of those earlier All-Star seasons in the US where it was a top 2 format, a lot of girls did. There were several moments of girls throwing the lip sync. So that way they didn't have to decide.
That's hard to do when there's $5,000 on the line or whatever.
That
Yeah.
is true.
It was,
That
but
is
it's only
true.
2,500 though. It's only
Well,
2,500.
I mean euros.
And
Sure, but
it's
still,
pretty
like,
even
sure.
But
conversion.
still, I mean, I
I,
get it, but sometimes it's like the bigger prizes, it's worth more than
this is RuPaul's social strategy race
Right.
in España All Stars. Like,
But I will say though, like I think Sethlas actually kind of was actually trying to give actually was like, I'm gonna just win. I want to win it. So because like at the near end, like she was actually giving like she was actually like actually trying. 'Cause what she was doing, it was actually kind of funny. I was
She did
catching.
calisthenics.
Yeah,
She did push-ups.
uh-huh.
She did scoot ups and push-ups
Uh-huh.
and calisthenics.
Mhm.
Like that if that's trying and what we just witnessed in her talent show, I don't believe that was trying. That was just her doing something extra to make it look like she was trying. She did push-ups.
I
was
will
like,
also remind
I
the
got
group.
naked again, by the way.
Yes. I will also remind the group. Neither of these girls are known as lip syncers. And I saw this top two and I said, I'm worried for the quality of this lip sync before any of the critique or before they went back into the workroom for the discussions. I was like, I don't know how this lip sync is going to go. And you also have to remember, this song is the epitome of mid-tempo. So, like, I don't know that there is a whole lot either of them could have done. And I think this was a scenario of hashtag the best I could do right now here in this situation. And I think they both did fine enough.
It was fine.
Well, my thoughts on the lip sync. I thought Hornella was very consistently like solid. She was very, very, very solid. And then there were parts about Sethlas that I did not like, that I was like just not enjoying. But then the parts that I liked, I really liked. Like there were like just her like bouncing with the music. You could tell she was focused on not only meeting the words, but doing things that matched with the actual musicality of the song. So I thought that was a funny touch to add in there. So I think that would have given the edge to Sethlas for me. So I was fine with her getting the win.
Mm-hmm.
And she did. So Sethlas won. Good for her. And Chadora is the first ever person eliminated from Drag Race España All Stars. Welcome to the Pork Chop Lounge, girl. But I mean, honestly, given the bottom two that we were given, correct.
I would have wanted that.
And I'm interested to see what Hornella would have done. I'll just say that. But I was happy that Chadora was here. I'm sad we didn't get to see a little bit more of her and the little bit of glow up she was able to between her seasons, but I'm happy she was here nonetheless. So that's that. And do we have a draft update, David?
We do. I wasn't prepared for this once again. So I am seeing that. Okay, so in third place right now, we have Lana with 7 points. And then in second place is Eve with 7.5 points. So I guess that mini challenge. Oh no, it wasn't.
No, it was the top two because
it was the top two.
The top two.
That's right. And then Logan is leading with 11.5 points.
Yay. And with that, we're going to get out of here because it's been 2 hours and we're all tired. So thank you for joining us for this episode of España All Stars. Let us know all your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe over here. Subscribe to both of our other channels. If you would like to become a member, we've got memberships here and over on Patreon. All those links will be in the link tree in the description below, or you could hit the join button right down there. Also, the super thanks is over there as well. We greatly appreciate all of that monetary support if you so choose to do so. Make sure to follow our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You could also go follow the four of us on Twitter down below, and you can go get your merch, including but not limited to cup mug down below as well. And with all of that being said, we're gonna leave. Cheers.
Cheers.
Woo. Adios. Bye-bye. Bye.
Adios.
Adios.